Hi, this is CJ of ToGraphicForYou.com. Finally back after no tutorials for over 6 months. I had and still have a lot going on. Anyway, I'm back with a Photoshop tutorial on how to design a video end card. Now, I had planned this tutorial months ago, and it's the reason why I started the Sony Vegas Movie Studio tutorials. So, if you downloaded at that time one of those free 30-day trials from Sony, I do apologize, but you can try another version out for 30 days if you don't have the program and you want to make your end cards. Now, I had originally planned this tutorial months ago, and it was going to be one tutorial, but I found that was going to be too hard, so I decided to break it into 2 tutorials. First, this Photoshop tutorial where I show you one of the many ways to design an end card. Then, immediately following, part 2, which will be in Sony Vegas Movie Studio, where I'll show you how to get your end card in, and videos in your end card. From there, I'll jump into YouTube to show you how to make everything work. I also wanted to mention that I will, for the very first time, and I will start doing this more often now, I will be offering a free giveaway. So stick around till the end to find out what the free giveaway is and how to qualify. I will announce the winner in another video. Now, I'm sure you saw other videos on how to make an end card. So you know that there are many ways you can design them. You're only limited by your imagination. You can place 2 placeholders in your end card, or you can use 2. You can also use different kinds of backgrounds, such as a solid color. You can use gradients. You can use patterns, and you can use a still image or a motion background, which I'll be using. Now, in the design phase in Photoshop, you can add your background there, except for motion backgrounds, which can only be done in a video editor like Sony Vegas Movie Studio. End cards cannot be made in Windows Live Movie Maker. So, to get started, get here in Photoshop, press Ctrl or Command N to open a new program. And since I've made so many of these, I better name mine. Now, the size will be for HD video, so it will be for the width 1920 pixels and the height 1080 pixels. Or you can type it in, or you can select it. Sorry about that, I got interrupted. One of my cats was playing with each other. Or you can select it from the preset sizes here. And I chose 1920 by 1080 HD TV 1080i. The background, since I will be using a motion background, the background here in Photoshop needs to be transparent. Go ahead and click OK. Next, you want to make that your colors are set to default, the black to white. Now, I'll be making an end card just like mine, so we will need 3 placeholders for our videos. To make the first placeholder, select the rectangle tool. If it's not visible, say you see another shape, right-click on it and then select the rectangle tool. Now, while holding down the left mouse button, just drag out the first placeholder. There's the first one. Now, if while you're making these placeholders and they don't appear to be the right size, you may have to end up resizing these until you're satisfied with it. There'll be text in here, and there'll be social media icons, and also the YouTube subscribe button. And I have all of that loaded up already, all the things that I'll be using in my end card. So I've got them loaded up already to save on time. So anyway, now I want to add a board. Well, for what I was going to say is don't resize these yet. You want to make sure that these placeholders are also for HD video. So go to Image, Image Size, and make sure the pixel dimensions are 1920 by 1080. And then go ahead and click OK. Now do not resize this yet. Like I said, you may end up resizing these depending on how you want your end card. So you may be resizing these a few times. But don't resize anything yet, because I want to show you how to resize it while retaining the proportions. So now I'm going to add a border around this because the border helps me to center my video in here when we get to that point. So let's go over here to add a new layer style, or add a layer style, and select stroke. And I'm going to go with 6 pixels. Now if you know pretty much the color of your background, what colors will be in it, you can choose which color you want. I think I'm going to go with really bright green, and then click OK, and then OK. So now we'll need 2 more placeholders. So instead of making them like this first one here, make sure that this layer is selected, and then press Ctrl J and Ctrl J again. Now select your Move tool and slide that over there. And the next one, select it and move it up. Now you don't have to make your end card just like mine. I mean, this is just for a tutorial to show you how to make it. You may want only 2 placeholders here, or maybe just 1, and then have your social media icons here and your YouTube subscribe button. So now I want to make sure that they're all 1920 by 1080, and that one is, I think that's the first one I checked already. That is, and so is that. So okay. So because I want text down here, I'm going to need to resize a couple of these. So in order to do this, press Ctrl T. Then while holding down the shift key and your left mouse button, drag that in just a little bit like that, and then hit enter or click on the check mark. Now go up here to Image, Image Size, and notice that the proportions were retained, 1920 by 1080. Now if you notice this, I don't know if you did this, but like I said, I made these so often that things just appear automatically. Notice when I duplicated the first placeholder, and not only was the placeholder duplicated, but so was the border around them on the other 2 boxes. That may do it with yours, that may not do it with yours. Now if you go up here to Image and select Image Size, and you don't see 1920 by 1080, but you decide that you're going to go ahead and type it in there and then click OK. What might happen is that it will fill the entire screen. So in order to resize it, do it like we did it. Hold down the Shift key, your left mouse button, and then drag it in. So now I'm going to go to the next one, Control T, Shift key, left mouse button, and drag in. In fact, I'm going to put this right over here. Oh, that was pretty good. Hit enter. I didn't realize that it was that quick, and I need to get these somewhat centered in there a little bit more. And now I'm going to go to this one and reposition that probably like right about there. Okay, now I want to add my YouTube subscribe button. And you can select all these icons on Google. They're free. Make sure you get one with that ends in .png, because it'll have this gray and white checkerboard background. So select your move tool and drag the icon from here and drop it in your placeholder. And maximize that. Now press Ctrl T to resize it. Hold down the left mouse button and drag in. And then drag up. Now if you hold the Shift key and your left mouse button while dragging something like that, it will go straight. And that looks good right about there. Hit enter. And there's that. Okay, now we need some text. So go ahead and select the text tool. Whatever kind of font you want and whatever color. I pretty much know what my color is going to be, so my background is going to be anyway. I'm going to go ahead and select bright green again just for this tutorial, and then type in, click here to subscribe. So now I'll add something else, stroke. And I'll go with yellow. How's that? Add a little drop shadow to give it more emphasis. Now I can add some more text, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer, text, and I think I'll go with black this time, and click OK. I'll go with 24 points. Now you don't have to do this. This is just for this tutorial, but I'll type in here previous video and edit, transform, scale. And again, you can choose a different kind of font that you like. Not sure what I want to go with. That'll look good. Okay, now okay, wait a minute. I need to do something else here. I think I'll go. Well, I'll let you go bold. You can also do warped text. Good job, guys. Say you go like this, you can adjust the bend however you want. This one looks pretty good, and that's at +6. Or do an arch. And I'll leave it just like that. That's, like I said, it's just for this video. So now I'll go ahead and create a new layer. Got text selected, and this will be next video. Okay, now I can add select the move tool, add my social media icons, press Ctrl T to resize that. Whoops. Hit enter. and drag it right about there. And I can get rid of that. And my Patreon, Control T, and just resize that a little bit. And hit enter. And get rid of that. And now Facebook. So I want it to be the size of that. Control T, so I'll just drag that on top of there so I know I'll get the right size. And then hit enter. And then center these how I want these. Alright, one of these here. And there, just like that. So this is one of the many ways that you can design your video end card. And if you'll go to my website, you will see on there the benefits of having end cards. You can really drive up your subscriber numbers, and I think it adds a really nice professional touch to the end of your videos. Now the next one is going to be a really fun part because we'll get the background in here and get our videos in here. I'll show you how to get your videos in here, and then I'll jump into YouTube and show you how to make everything here clickable and the videos. So anyway, that's how you do it. Now let's talk about a free giveaway. Now you've probably already guessed what that free giveaway is. Yep, it's an end card. It's going to be an end card with a background motion, or motion background. Oh, there go my cats at it again. It's going to have a motion background, and it will have a couple icons in here of your choice. But to qualify for that, there are a few things that you need to do. Number one, you need to be a subscriber. Number two, you need to go to my Facebook page and give me a like. And number three, you need to leave me a positive comment on how this video helped you. And I will announce the winner in my next video. Now, what kind of motion background will that be? Well, that'll be a surprise. When we find out who the winner is, you'll have to let me know which social media icons you want. You may want Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. If you have a Patreon account, you may want me to put that in there too. But you'll find out what it looks like, and we will converse back and forth, and I will send it to you. I will send the file to your email. So that sounds pretty neat, right? And the way to qualify for this, it really isn't hard. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Yes, I uploaded both of these videos together, so I'm certain that a week or a month isn't going to pass by and you have to wait for the second video. But here is the first part, and we are done, and from here you can click on the next video right down there where you see next video. Alright, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.